books arrived. The first was from Dr. Annie Sprinkles, who's seeking to help me be healed from my liver transplant. And this is about orgasms. Now, men experience ejaculations and I haven't been because of my trials through my healing process. But if I can have an orgasm, it'd be fantastic because I've never had one. Anyway, but I also received this, the last edition of Elk, in which I have a small passage, and this is presented to me by Jocko Weyland, fantastic skier and an extraordinary human being. And this is from something it was published probably about 2003. Yeah, it was a little strange with Todd and Ireland. September was fine. October grew grim. In November, the rain struck with a sodden ferocity. The first day in town, I went to the only pub expecting pipe whistles and singing around a peat fire. Instead, a brooding huddle of EU-subsidized cow farmers, all bachelors, greeted my entrance with an squinty gaze. I offered a round and set into getting drunk, listening to the brogue and thinking, this is the land of my grandparents. A shove interrupted my welcoming reverie, and a gnome with a tam covering a brill pad of sweep over demanded, "What's she looking at?" The wall. Well, I'll be troubling you not to look at that bit of wall. It's mine. The barkeeper told Mikey to shut his hole, but the locals shunned my presence. Didn't matter. I walked around the bogs in the wet with Wellingtons. My feet stayed dry. Todd, my friend, had a bad back, and a girlfriend calling from LA, telling him how sunny it was. He later married Malibu Stacy. She went swimming with me in the East River, wearing a sarong fashioned from a restaurant tablecloth. On my birthday, after a few tequilas, it was a good swim, and they were happily married and thereafter, and have a kid. Of course, the reason to coming to Ireland was my mother's deathbed wish for me to visit the Emerald Isle and meet a woman like herself, my sisters, or my aunts. It was really incestuous. But the only women I met were 14-year-old girls, 6 months pregnant from a pimply boyfriend, matrons in their 40s, and 2 lesbians. Mikey and I were drinking at the pub, and the only attractive non-pregnant girl over 18 was behind the Guinness stick. He called her over and says, "Does my American friend, does he stand a chance with you?" And she answered, "Not at all." Mikey was quick with his advice. "Then back to your beer and keep your eyes off my wall." That was Ireland, 1997. I don't think it's changed very much in Ballyconneely.